Alright, this is page 3 of the Unit 8 review for Algebra 2 4th period. Okay, we're solving and checking these problems. Okay, GCF in this case is P and 2P minus 1, so I'm going to do this a little bit shorter. Remember, 2P will cancel with the 2P minus 1, so I just get 6P times P. Neither things cancel with the times of 3, and then the P will cancel with the P here, and so I get 3 times 2P minus 1. Okay, so simplifying stuff out, that's 6P squared minus 6P squared plus 3P is equal to 6P minus 1. Alright, and so going from there, some stuff cancels, those things cancel. Alright, and then I'm going to subtract the 6P over, and I get negative 3P is equal to negative 1. So divide by the negative 3. And so I get an answer of P is equal to 1/3. Okay, so let's check that. 6 times 1/3 over 2 times 1/3 minus 1 minus 3. Does that equal 3 over 1/3? Okay, so on the left side I get 2 over 2/3 minus 1, or negative 1/3 minus 3 is equal to 9. There are 3 thirds in 1, so there are 9 thirds in 3. So 1/3 goes into 3 9 times. Alright, and then this gives me, what happens here is I get negative 6 minus 3 is equal to positive 9. And so I throw 1/3 out because that gives me a negative 9 equals positive 9. And so that doesn't work. So there are no solutions. Okay, moving on. Well, that, and that are the denominators. Well, it turns out that m plus 5 times m minus 5 equals m squared minus 25. So that works as a GCF. M squared minus 25. Which does make our life a little bit easier because that means things cancel. For instance, that will cancel with that when you multiply it, so I'm just left with the minus. That will cancel with that when you multiply, so I'm just left with the plus. And lovely for us, that cancels with the whole thing, so I'm left with 3m. Bring it all together, 9m minus 45 minus m minus 5 equals 3m. Combining like terms on the left side, 9m minus m is 8m. Negative 45 minus 5 is negative 50, is equal to 3m. Subtract the 8m. If I subtract the 8m, right, that means I'm going to get negative 50 equal to negative 5m, and then I divide by the negative 5, and stuff will cancel. And so we've got 10 is equal to m. Alright, so we'll check to see if that's an issue. So let's go back over here, and we'll check. 9 over 15 minus 1 over 5 is equal to 30 over 75. Plugging in 10. 10 plus 5 is 15. 10 minus 5 is 5. And m squared, 10 squared is 100 minus 25 is 75. Okay, so rewriting this a little bit, making it all in 75, so that's 45 over 75 minus 15 over 75, and that does work out, and so that is our solution. Okay, moving on to section 6.1. Simplify each expression as a real root. If the expression does not represent a real number, say so. Divide 12 by 2, you get a to the 6th. Divide 12 by 4, you get a cubed. Divide 12 by 3, you get a to the 4th. Divide 12 by 12, you get a to the 1st. This is not real. This is a squared. Remember, we take this, that's the square root of a to the 4th. Even powers will take care of the negatives. Cube root means I can have a negative answer. And then 8 divided by 8 is the first, or a. Okay, find real roots of equations. If there are none, say so. Take the square root, x is equal to positive negative square root of 1. Okay, take the 11 over to the other side and take the square root, so x is equal to positive negative square root of 11. Need both of those. Okay, that's it for page 3 of the Unit 8 review. Page 4 will be up next.